So I got the whole story here. Okay, let's put this down now. The whole hero story is email 3, right? And I'm telling him, I got big things for you today. Warning, the story I'm about to tell you involves mind control, drugs, cheating girlfriends, and professional athletes. So literally, it's reading like a tabloid story right now. Right? It's like Us Weekly. Again, who gets paid more? Entertainers or teachers? Entertainers. The story I'm about to tell you, mind control, drugs, cheating girlfriends, professional athletes. Okay? And then boom, we get into the story. There's the whole hero story here, and it's a really good story. And part of the reason I made this my hero story, the one I tell, is because I know my marketplace, a big thing that they have, almost all of them had a girlfriend at one point that they loved and they thought they had a great thing going with, and then she ripped their heart out, stepped on it, took a shit on it, didn't wipe, and fucked their friend. Or some crazy shit like that, right? And they get fucking angry, and eventually they get over it, and they find me, and they get abundance, and they love life, and then they start banging all kinds of chicks, and then that chick who stepped on their heart actually wants to sleep with them and see them again, and they laugh. Because she's not nearly as hot as they thought she was back in the day, now that they have game, right? It's like a typical story. So that's basically the story that I tell here, okay? It's a true story, but I chose that story in particular because my audience is going to identify with that story probably more than any other. I can't really tell the story about that time I went to Vegas a couple months ago with 5 chicks and some really cool things happened, because most guys can't relate to that yet, right? But I can tell this story when I was in college and this thing's so it's more identifiable, right? So you always want to be aware of that. So at some point, if you guys really take this shit seriously and you start doing some really big things and you start flying private and doing all kinds of crazy shit, you use that stuff to trigger celebrity and authority to your marketplace, not to get them to identify with you. I can't open an email with a picture of me on a private jet and be like, dude, don't you fucking hate it when you get on the jet and they have no Ciroc in there and only Grey Goose? It's really absurd. Like, it's 2015 now, like, it's just, Ciroc is shitty vodka. Everyone knows it. That's why you're hungover the day after you drink it. Like private hangers should just learn this. It's absurd, right? If I said that, what are people at home thinking, right? This guy in Kansas is like, who the fuck is this asshole who's just so detached from reality he can't even relate to me anymore, okay? So obviously you want to stay in the realm of places where they can continue to identify with you. And one place you can always have that is your mission. We're in the shared fucking mission together. Creates rapport forever. Okay, so hero story. So we have the X parts here, is where I talk about that, and all of them, I'm telling them this is what we did today, here's what's gonna come tomorrow, here's when it ends. Connected to your front end offer throughout. So, if we go to the end of email 3, you guys can look at this real quick. It's towards the end, it might be the PS. Okay, and if you want to see the celebrity stuff in email 3, go to page 4, where at the top it says enough is enough, no more. So if you scroll down a little, or you look down a little bit, I write you today years later as America's Honest Dating Coach, a label which still cracks me up. So I'm basically telling him I'm America's Honest Dating Coach, but in a way that's still kind of self-aware and like, oh, this guy, he's a big deal, but he doesn't think it's a big deal. Like, he still laughs at himself. I say what I want, I do what I want, I fuck who I want. My flagship book, 63 countries. My second book sold out even faster. I can send you a 500-page document with testimonials. So that's me doing my rap. And I'm a celebrity and you need to listen to me. So let's go to the bottom of the PS. Okay. So in the PS, I say, if you don't want to wait until tomorrow, I'd watch this video from me right now. It will show you my infamous honey trick to attract women at will, plus 5 other things that you can use tonight if you want to attract the woman of your choice. Boom, you're welcome. Also, you're awesome. Word up, right? So I'm always entertaining. But I'm telling you about this sexual attraction equation. I'm going to teach them tomorrow in tomorrow's email. But if you don't want to wait until then, so I'm still connecting everything to the front end offer, okay? If you look at bottom of email 2, you'll see the same thing that I'm doing there. So always coming back to the front end offer. And then number 11, you're the in-demand coach, skeptical if they're ready. Okay, so this, you look at PS of email 2. This is just some really good copy that kind of shows this that you guys should see, okay? So I literally say, PS. Yes, of course, I offer books and programs like what Alonzo there above was referring to. Yes, of course, they're the best in the world. And yes, of course, I expect and I'm going to advise you to invest in specific ones, but not yet. I need to see a little more out of you first. Keep reading tomorrow, and then we'll talk, okay? So that's me being the in-demand coach, skeptical if they're ready to join us. Like, yes, I have stuff. Yes, I'm going to tell you what you should get, but hold on. Like, I'm not sure if you're ready yet. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay, they ever got on an email list where the guy ever said that to them at all? Of course not, right? So anyone who reads the whole email, which I want them to do, I want them to read every word. If they get to that and they see that, do they think they're in a whole new different world right now? It's a whole new ballgame, right? Is he trying to sell me a bunch of stuff, or is he like, this is something totally different, right? Like, he actually cares about my results. He's not just gonna tell me to buy his shit. He's like, hold on, let me think about this for a second. I'm not sure. He's not sure about me, right? So all of a sudden, all those thoughts in their head, like, I don't know if I can trust this guy, they totally disappear, and now all they're thinking is, well, does he trust me? Is he gonna pick me, right? So now the the choice of you being their guru is already assumed, and they're waiting for you to decide now. Okay? So it's like a total bypass of all logic, which is great. Okay? So that is the indoctrination sequence, okay? Obviously, when you guys go home, I want you to really look over these emails and really compare these components. When you write your own, you have your checklist now. These are the components that need to be in your emails, okay? And please write this down. So I'm only gonna say it once. Here is the theme of each day for the first 5 days, okay? And this should just bring it all together for you, okay? So day 1, the email is basically, welcome to the family. Here's what you're gonna be learning here. Here's what's gonna be happening here. So day 1, welcome to the family. Here's what you're gonna be learning. Day 2. Day 2 is legend story day, or hero story day.
Is that day 3 though, right?
Yeah, so basically skip the day 1 where I'm like, you just signed up for this. So if you're going through from my sequence, what I'm telling you here is gonna start at an email ahead, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay, so email 2 here is the first one here. Okay, so the first one here, welcome to the family, here's what you're gonna learn, is email 2 and what I gave you. Legend story is email 3 and what I gave you. That's the next day. Day after that, which is email 4 here, is what I call huge value article day. What you're really gonna be doing here is you're gonna be teaching them your number 1 most famous, most effective thing that you have. Okay? So I teach there fun and challenging, right? That's like the core technique of Make Women Want You. Fun and challenging, right? Everyone here know David D'Angelo? So he would be teaching that day what? Cocky funny, exactly. C plus F, not F plus C. Right? Or for instance, if it was Mr. Miyagi, we were talking about Karate Kid before, right? Whatever his thing was, his core philosophy, his core technique, that's what he would be teaching there, right? What's he crying about? If it was a golf, let's say it's a golf thing you signed up for, right? He would be teaching, basically it's like the big sexy thing, but it's also like the thing that they want to learn. So for instance, like all golfers, the big thing that they want really is to hit farther drives, like farther, straighter drives. So he's teaching them his little technique. You go check on him real quick. It's like teaching, he's 9 months old, he's still a little puppy. So if it's a golf thing, he's teaching them his one little hip hinge thing to instantly get 30 more yards off your drives, right? It's that one thing that's like your core philosophy. Everyone here, whatever you do, probably have a core badass philosophy that can get them instant results. Because what you're really doing here is you want to give them value, but you want them to make the connection in their head that this guy's shit works, right? So if you're a golf teacher and you teach them something, and they go to the range that day and they do it, and they're hitting 20 yards farther right away, do you think they're gonna wanna come back and buy your shit? Of course, right? The guy reads that thing, he learns about fun and challenging. He goes out that night, he says literally one of the lines to the girls, and she responds positively, he's gonna wanna buy your shit. So you wanna figure out what that thing is, okay? And then email number 5 here, which is the day after, is called Mission Indoctrination Day, right? Mission Indoctrination / Bonding Day. This is the day where you're gonna totally indoctrinate them into the mission. We're showing them the future, we're future pacing them, and at the same time, we are on their side. We're on the same team here, we're gonna make this shit happen for you. All right, that's what we're doing that day. Damn fucking right we will. Okay, so that is module 1. That is the indoctrination sequence. You have the swipe, you have the components. In the next module, we're gonna be talking about how to position yourself through email. So how to position yourself as that celebrity authority, that person who gets total compliance and they do what he says. So we'll see you in there in just a second.